Welcome to this video presentation where we're going to talk about how to modify tables in Microsoft Word 2013. Now this video is just going to discuss the basics of formatting a table. So to begin with, you want to have created a table in your document in Microsoft Word. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how to change the size of the cells. Now to do this, position your mouse cursor over the vertical line in between the cells until the cursor changes. Hold down the left mouse button, and then you can drag the line left or right, depending on how large you want the cell. And when you have the cell at the desired size, simply let go of the mouse. And you can also do the same to adjust the cell height by putting the cursor on the horizontal line until it changes, and dragging the height up or down, depending on how high you want the column, and release the mouse. Now you don't have to worry too much about setting your cell size to fit your text, because Word will automatically change the cell width as you type in your text. And every time you press enter, it's going to change the cell height. However, if you want to keep a fixed width for your columns, you can turn this feature off by heading on over to the Layout tab under Table Tools and select Cell Margins. Now unclick the checkbox that says Automatically Resize to Fit Content and click OK. And as you will see, the cells will go back to their original width. However, the cell height will always change depending on the text within the cell. Now once you've created your table, if you decide you need more rows or columns, that's easy to change. Simply, with your cursor in the table, right-click on the mouse, and a menu will come up. Scroll down to Insert, and here you can insert columns to the left or right where the cursor is, rows above or below where the cursor is, or insert cells. So we're going to insert a column to the right. There you go, and as you can see, it adds a column identical to the one that you had selected previously. Now if you want to delete an entire row or column, it's the same process. Click the cursor in the row or column that you want to delete. So we're going to delete the second row. And right-click and select Delete Cells. And the Delete Cells box will come up. Now we're going to delete the row, so select Delete Entire Row, and OK. And the row will disappear. Next, we're going to talk about merging and splitting cells. Now merging a cell means taking two or more cells and turning it into one cell. You may want to do this to create a title on your table, or if you have more information than would fit in one middle cell. And splitting a cell means taking one cell and turning it into two or more cells. So first of all, we're going to merge cells. We're going to create a title on this table. So to do this, click within the first cell, and hold down on the left mouse button, and drag across to select the cells that you wish to merge. Now you're going to right-click on your mouse, and select Merge Cells. Now this is turned into one cell, and we can now give the table a title. Now to split a cell, it's almost the same process. You're going to click the cursor within the cell that you wish to split. Right-click on the mouse and select Split Cells. Now we're going to split this cell into 3 columns and 1 row and click OK. So now our first cell has turned into 3. Now finally, we're going to talk about aligning text within a cell. Now you can align text within your cell just like you do in a paragraph, left, right, or center. But within the cell, you can also align it vertically, top, center, or bottom. So to align your text within the cell, click within the cell. Now I already wrote the word text in here. You can align your text before or after you write it. It doesn't matter. And you want to go up and click on the Layout tab, and you'll see an alignment box. And it's going to give you the 9 different options for alignment. So we're going to do it top center. So to click on that, and your text moves to the top center. You can click around the different options to see how best you like your text. And there we'll leave it in the centered within the cell. Now if you need more help with tables, be sure to check out our other videos about inserting tables and designing tables. Thanks, and I hope this helps.